Today is August 18, 2021. My name is Rob Carr of Kalamazoo Right to Life, and this is Pro-Life Week. Well, I saw this morning on the MSNBC website an opinion piece in which the author is trying to show or prove that the Taliban, those friendly people who just took over Afghanistan, should be compared to religious conservatives in America. And why would this person make the comparison? Because of how, supposedly, how we treat women and girls in this country. Well, so how do the Taliban treat women and girls in Afghanistan 20 years ago? Girls couldn't go to school. Women couldn't vote. I don't even think they could drive. They were under the thumb of Sharia law, which is a radical form of Islamic law that most Muslim countries really do not subscribe to, but only the more extreme countries. And women were beaten. I remember seeing a video 20 years ago, at least, of a Taliban police officer who was beating a man because the man had refused to beat his wife, who was standing right next to him. Apparently, she was exposing maybe 2 inches at her ankles beneath her burqa. And because she had violated these modesty laws that were imposed upon women, that the husband was obligated to beat her because she was in sin, basically. And because he had failed to do his duty, the police officer had to beat him. So that just gives you a little snapshot of how crazy things were, and perhaps may be again, in Afghanistan under the rule of the Taliban. So now let's look at America and see how poorly Christians are treating women in this country. Well, they are doctors and lawyers and professors and vice presidents and senators and you know they can vote and they can own property. They can divorce their husbands. You know, they can do anything in this country. They can own businesses. They can be CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. So is there a fair comparison? Well, the reason for the attempt to compare is over the issue of abortion. The radical ideologues in this country would say that pro-life laws subjugate women. They would force a rape victim to carry the child of the rapist and deny her right to autonomy over her own body. Well, most Christians in this country, who are pro-life, I should say, have come to their pro-life conviction through the lens of their faith. And I agree with that. But these self-styled Christians also would believe, almost to a person, that we follow the science. Joe Biden likes to talk about follow the science on masks and on vaccines. And that's great. I agree with them completely to follow the science on COVID. But has Joe Biden followed the science on human development, on fetal development? Has he really been following the science on fetal surgeries and 3D ultrasounds and DNA research and neonatal medicine and the amazing discoveries and advancements that medicine and researchers have made in the last 20 years? Has he really been following the science? No, they haven't been following the science. The baby in the womb, that baby may be in the mother, but the baby is a unique, individual, totally unrepeatable human life that deserves protection in the law. And to say that we want to subjugate women is completely misleading, is a dishonest comment. and it only tries to make them feel good, like we're pure and holy, and the Christians are evil and wicked and want to harm women. And that is absolutely untrue. Women deserved a whole lot more than being convinced to slaughter their unborn children. You know, the idea that future generations will look back at us and say, what have we been doing in the last 50 years, slaughtering over 62 million babies in this country, all in the name of reproductive rights. That baby is a new life, period. That baby needs protection. That baby needs love. It does not need the execution by an abortionist. So you'll be hearing these Taliban Christian comparisons, and just pay no attention. It's a big joke. It's a big lie. Christians in this country are not subjugating women like the Taliban. It's a false comparison. So with that, I'll let you go, and I'll see you next time.